welcome to Sox Camp. What has it been like with the new team so far?
So far, so good. Just enjoying this beautiful Arizona weather and getting to know my teammates and staff and getting our work in. And, it's just been a real smooth camp so far.
What is the process of coming to camp with a new team and kind of meeting a lot of new folks and getting to know your teammates so you guys can be kind of in sync by the time the season comes around?
Well, having some familiarity with some of these guys, playing against them for some years, it's nice to be able to, have some conversations that's not like, hey, nice double whenever they get to second base. So it's nice to have some of these guys on the team. And all last week we had a lot of good work, working with the infielders mostly, just familiarizing ourselves, with just the looks and, working together these last few days has been great too, just to gain that familiarity.
Pedro Grifol has been talking a lot about the kind of message that he's relaying to you guys, the way that he wants to play. How do you kind of summarize what you've heard from the skipper?
That it's a brand new year. We have all the greatest opportunities in front of us, and we have a lot of great core pieces that maintained from last year, but then a lot of new pieces that came in that are hungry to prove that this division can be ours, and we're just going to work each day to go and accomplish that goal. What
does fast mean to you?
Fast means playing at full speed, whatever that speed is for you.
It seems to be the word of camp this year. Is that what Pedro is kind of instilling in everybody?
I think the attention to detail has been really good. Our scheduling's been good. We've been working, especially pitchers and position players, infielders especially, working on situations like rundowns and bunt plays and back picks and all those types of things. We really need to practice those at full speed, and so far so good. They've been really smooth.
Defense was obviously a big priority for Chris Getz in the front office this winter. Part of the reason you're here. How do you kind of view the benefit that a really good defense can give to a team?
Well, playing for some good defenses over my years with the Cardinals, I saw how it could keep us in games and allow us to win games late innings. And so, also, this is the major leagues. You can't give teams extra outs, and for us to be able to make routine plays consistently will give us our best chance for our offense to work and play like it should.
What do you make of this infield? Is it going to be making those plays all year long?
Absolutely. I know Nicky and I are going to be working our best to make those plays up the middle and do our best there. And the corners, everyone seems to be working hard. And I think with Eddie, we got a good idea of how we want to go about things, how we want to communicate, and how we want to work specific plays. And I think that's the biggest difference that I've noticed playing for the Cardinals is how we would talk about specific plays, especially after the game if something comes up, just to go over it and be on the same page.
You've mentioned it a couple of times. It's something that really stuck out to me when we talked to you after you signed your time with St. Louis. What did they do and how did they do it that really is something that you're going to try to bring over here to the White Sox?
Well, it was kind of a combination. Ozzie Smith would always be at spring training, and Ozzie's, flash and smooth and can dance and, all those types of things. But then combining that with Jose Oquendo, my infield instructor, and then Stubby Clapp, just the fundamentals. We would practice and talk about specific plays, and he would go around to each position and talk about those different plays that you're going to have, and then working on those consistently and daily, and really mastering the fundamentals and not being too cool or too good to master the fundamentals. That's what it comes down to.
Did they have kind of an overarching vibe that was really easy for everybody to buy into?
Yeah, you just see the history. You see the guys that come back, the Red Jacket Hall of Famers, having guys like Wainwright and Yadier Molina and then Pujols in the clubhouse, and then, trading for Goldschmidt and Arenado, just two superstars. So you see that, the hardest workers are your best players, and so that's what you want to see on this clubhouse is that our best players are our hardest workers, and they bring everybody else up with them.
When you talk to Chris Getz and probably Pedro and other members of this front office and coaching staff during the offseason before you signed or while you were signing, we'll say, did you hear some of those same things, and did some of those things jump out to you as being like, I want to be a part of that because I know that works?
Yeah, I think just my opportunity to play for this team, knowing where they were last year and where they want to get to, I think I fit right in to play shortstop and make fundamental plays, and then allow my offense to go out there and do what I'm capable of. And then just being from Chicago area and Antioch, I grew up there, and so it's a special place for me to come back and play. And so there's a lot of things to be excited for this season.
You obviously haven't gotten back to Chicago quite yet, but what is it like to be that you're going home?
Well, it was nice to go to Sox Fest and see some of the fans. A lot of them knew about Antioch. A lot of them knew about Illinois State. So, going to games as a kid, you never really – I mean, you want to be out there and playing, but for me to be able to, go to a game when I'm in middle school and then end up using it as my home field is pretty special for me. So I'm really going to take it all in on day one and just be thankful for this opportunity.
You got some relatives from the South Side too, you said, right? Yeah,
my great-grandmother was born there, and then my grandmother was also born there. They left in the 50s. They moved up to northern Wisconsin, but they used to go to games at Comiskey and Wrigley, and so it's just a special place to be able to know my family came from the South Side and now be playing for the Southsiders.
Looking up and down this lineup, what do you see? I mean, there's guys who obviously have so much talent: Moncada, Robert, Jimenez. Do you see this lineup as being one that can do an awful lot of damage?
Absolutely, and Benintendi, Vaughn, Sheets. I mean, it's just a great lineup, top to bottom. And I'm happy to be, joining this and trying to bring my best out. And I think it's going to be a whole different team this year with, just the defense, Maldonado back there. Nicky and I are new, and so just being able to play a complete team baseball. I think that's what it's all about. We got some great pitching too. So I think, it's just about taking it day by day and understanding that we got each other's backs, and that if somebody makes an error, we're going to make up for it, or if somebody gives up some early runs, we're going to score. So it's just a matter of playing the game and not getting too far ahead of ourselves.
What have you been working on from an offensive standpoint to try to maybe, at least from a production-wise, get closer to some of the numbers you had earlier in your career?
I think this is a good park for me to hit. I won't have to try too hard as far as driving the ball, and it seems to be a good hitter's park for me. So I'm just going to keep things simple and try to get back to going the other way, right center with base hits, and then hit hanging breaking balls to left center. And if I can do that, and over my experience from my career, just seeing more pitches, seeing other guys in the league should help me moving forward.
Obviously, only a bit into the spring, but are you seeing positive results? Are you seeing kind of things that you want to see at this stage?
Absolutely. We've been working. We've been doing stuff in the cage. I've been working on, different angles, different pitches, different speeds, and just really trying to sharpen in my mental attitude and my mental approach, and these games will give me some good feedback.
We've heard Pedro talk about something that's provided a little motivation in the clubhouse, the projected playoff chances. What was it like when he brought that up, or did you guys kind of all see it separately?
Yeah, everyone gets to see those at the beginning of the year, and they can do whatever they want in their video game projections. We're the ones out here with free will and the chance to impact the game. So I think from an attitude standpoint, myself and the rest of the guys are just trying to do our job specifically to our best of our ability, and that will take care of itself by the end of the year.
We've heard from a lot of your teammates saying that you think it might be able to surprise some people, this team. Do you think that this team has what it takes to surprise some folks?
Oh, absolutely. I think the AL Central is wide open for us, and we're going to go out there and do our best, and the best team will win. And what really we have to do is take care of the baseball, make plays. Pitchers do their thing, and I know our offense is going to do well. So just we got to combine all that together and play as a group.
We all silly like the mayor.